Hello, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. Welcome to the weekend. Wait, a holiday weekend. I always say, it's not cute not knowing, and now we're going to know. The weekend edition is put together by David A. Gaines. We do it a little fancy with pictures and stuff like that. So get ready. Come on with a hug. It's a holiday weekend. It's not cute not knowing. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. Now it's time to know. I've been talking a lot about the upcoming Luther Vandross documentary. It's airing on the O Network and CNN, but it's not coming until next January. But there's a lot of buzz on Never Too Much. Luther Vandross's niece recently gave an interview to People magazine, where she talked about the legacy of her uncle. Jamie Foxx was one of the producers of this. And when you think about Luther Vandross, his great career, undoubtedly just one of the greatest singers, he passed away way too soon. He had a stroke in 2003, but he died from complications from the stroke, from diabetes, from hypertension. He was 54 years old. Luther Vandross. Never Too Much, the documentary, is coming next year in January. Divorce in the Black. This is a thriller by Tyler Perry, and it's coming to Prime Video. You've got in this corner Megan Good. She's trying to get away from a crazy husband, played by Corey Hardrick. He's been married to Tia Mowry. Well, this picture looks thrilling, and Corey plays a villain. When can you expect it on Prime Video? Tyler Perry's Divorce in the Black. It debuts and starts streaming on July 11th. Okay, so there's a date around the holidays in the fall that I want you to keep an eye on. November 22nd. Why November 22nd? Well, it's a week before Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is late this year. But two big movies are coming. First, Gladiator 2, the new Ridley Scott movie. How many years has it been? Like 24 years since the first Gladiator, which won numerous Academy Awards. Well, this one stars Paul Mescal, Pedro Pascal, and Denzel Washington. Will you look at just some of these exclusive scenes? But Gladiator 2 is coming out November 22nd. Also on that day, another big movie. We're talking about Wicked. Wicked, the Broadway musical, is coming to the big screen with Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. Yes, they have moved the date. Get ready. Wicked, November 22nd. Gladiator 2, November 22nd. What a time at the movies. We are just a few short weeks away from the Olympics. The Olympics in Paris 2024. There's so much excitement, whether it's the swimming, whether it's track and field, whether it's gymnastics. There's so many sports, but there's one new sport I want to tell you about. Breaking is coming to the Olympics this year. It's a brand new Olympic sport that's been added to the lineup. When you think breaking, a cultural dance that started in the 70s in New York by Black and Latino youth. 16 men and women are competing. And this is what you need to know. The breakers do not know the music ahead of time. And what they have to do is they have to improvise their routine. So it's not like they're going to be breaking to their favorite songs, but they're going to be scored on creativity, technique, performance, musicality, but a lot. But breaking is the new sport at the 2024 Olympics. A big congratulations to gospel sensation Ty Tribbett, who's getting the biggest honor at this year's Stellar Awards. Ty Tribbett is getting the James Cleveland Lifetime Achievement Award when that airs on the 19th. July 11th is also a big day because on Disney Plus, get ready for the Descendants, the rise of Red, and this is where we are going to see Brandy returning as Cinderella. Rita Ora plays her adversary, and I gotta tell you, it looks good. If you have kids, you're probably familiar with the Descendants, but Brandy, everybody, she is back as Cinderella, and it's going to be streaming on Disney Plus. July 11th is also the ESPY Awards, sports biggest night, and it's going to be hosted by the GOAT, the tennis sensation, Serena Williams is going to be hosting sports biggest night. You know, rapper Flavor Flav was very serious when he says, "I'm going to save Red Lobster from bankruptcy." And he really meant it. Get ready, Flavor Flav teaming up with Red Lobster for his Flavor Flav Faves. Lobster tail, garlic shrimp scampi, snow crab legs. The rapper at 65 also has the bacon mac and cheese. And of course, you can't leave out the Cheddar Bay biscuits. You're going to be seeing the Flavor Flav commercials for Red Lobster real soon. It's time for the Ask Auntie portion of the show, and it printed out small, so I have to wear my readers. Elizabeth, September 9/15, attention.net 3. Who do you want to play you, or who do you want to play you when they make a movie of you? Well, y'all know I want Queen Latifah. I don't know who would play the younger me, but Queen Latifah, definitely, I would want her to play me, because I got a book. We have to get to the point where it's made into a movie. LBROW. Have you ever met radio personality Carol Ford? She's from back in the day. What is she doing now? What an excellent question. I never met her, but guess what? I wanted to. Carol Ford was just this incredible DJ from back in the day up in New York during the time when she worked at, I believe it was Kiss FM she worked. I never met her. I wanted to. One day I was doing like a research, like, is she on social media? What is she doing now? But she is leading a very, very quiet life. And I wish she would resurface. I would love to know her thoughts on the business. I would love to know advice that she would give to people, young women, getting into the business. But Carol Ford, never met her, wish that I did. Grandma Joy, sip on sweet tea. Okay, I got that right. I've become very disenchanted with the celebrity world. How do you keep your spirits up? We have to deal with real life. Celebrity stuff, oh, that's fun. But you know what? It's what happens in your real life, your daily life, that is the most important. How you treat people, how you deal with people. Can't get caught up in the celebrity world. Most of the stuff you see on social media is fake. Because look at it like this. Everybody wants you to see the good side, the great side. Deal with your own life. Deal with your own life. Yes, you know, it's a favorite celebrity that you can love, and you start hearing stuff, or they're doing stuff. Always remember, there's that line between your life and enjoying celebrities for fun, but you can't live by that. Gina Worthy, 6240. Hi, Patty. Can you please talk more about your alopecia journey? Well, I started losing my edges in the 90s, but I didn't pay attention. Coloring, pulling, braiding. I wore my locks for 18 years, and I miss my locks. But, you know, the older they get, the longer they get, they start pulling down, and that's what I was suffering from. And I thought the solution, oh, we'll just like wrap more hair around the lock if it starts to thin. I just implore women, save your edges. Save your edges. So many people, because think about it like this. If you've been damaging your hair for years, you get older. And for many women, they go through changes, either through hair loss, through alopecia, through Traction alopecia is what I suffer from. I get treatments, which are cold mask, which are steam to reinvigorate, the hair follicles. Some women, unfortunately, there is nothing they can do, and they've got to find alternative scarves or weaves. Don't ever let anybody put glue in your hair. I see these videos, and I'm like, you don't put glue? You don't put glue. You don't put glue on your hair. It's a terrible thing. Terrible trend. You must see either a dermatologist. Unfortunately, some hair stylists do know what you should do for alopecia, but you need to see a professional so you can first determine, can your hair follicles revive? Can they revive? So you need to find that out first. But if you start noticing, if you're in your 20s and in your 30s, take care of them edges. Because, child, they will leave. They will go. They'll say bye, bye, bye. I know mine left in the 90s, and I just ain't paying attention. But be careful what you do. Pulling, tugging, just a lot of stuff that you can tell. You want to really be careful. So, preserve your edges. There's so much that I know now, but see a dermatologist and they can help you to see if your edges can return. Autumn's mom, hi love. 1117, we know that you recently lost your 21-year-old cat Sam. Do you think you would adopt another cat? I did. Look at this picture. Butter Pecan. I adopted him from the Pennsylvania Animal Welfare Societies here in Pennsylvania. For some people were like, oh my gosh, it's so soon. But this is what happened. I got a call and I realized myself, I'm a very nurturing person. And I really missed having that pet companion and doing things for my pet in my house. So yes, I did. I adopted. He is 3 months old. His name is Butter Pecan. He's an orange tabby, and I fell in love with him at first sight. When the adoption center called, I had to race down there because there was a bunch of people looking at him, and I was like, he's mine, he's mine, he's mine, because I adopted him. But it's something that I did, and my family. It's very, very happy. Love my Butter Pecan. Okay, final question. Paula Bright, 3864. How old were you when you first fell in love? Not puppy love, but adult love. It had to be my high school sweetheart. I was 17, or I just turned 17 years old, or maybe I was 16. That was the first. Even though it ended horrifically, I was about 16 or 17, I would say, my very first boyfriend. A love that hurt me deeply was when I was 29 years old, and I fell hard. All I could say is, Auntie was turned. I felt very hard, and I felt like that Stevie Wonder record, Rocket Love, where they dropped my black to the ground. It didn't last long, but it was a mighty lesson. Woo, child. God sent me a message with that one. And I've always been cautious ever since about falling in love. That man swept me off my feet, and next thing you know, it was over. And I was like, what happened? I was doing all the dumb things you do. You write your names, your first name and their last name. But love takes time, and you got to see who's for real and who's out here playing games. Protect your heart at all costs. It's nice, but you got to know the difference between love and lust. And always be careful of your heart. David A. Gaines puts all of this, everything, Ask Auntie everything. He puts all of this together. Subscribe to the channel, that notification bell. You'll know that I'm here. Leave your comments. People say, where do I leave Ask Auntie? Right in that comment section. Leave your questions that you have. I am here to answer them. Hope it is a great holiday weekend for you and yours, and thanks for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.